You guys know that I think the most anticipated show I have in the world right now that I cannot wait for is the upcoming Amazon series God of War, based on the video game series with the greatest showrunner in the world, Ronald D. Moore, actually running the show. Well, in the last couple of days, we've had a bit of a flurry of new casting announcements for some smaller characters, some larger characters, and they have just, Rob, to me, continued this hot streak of getting some really good casting in there. So let's run down and take a look at where we're at when it comes to the casting of God of War. All right, so there's a couple that we've already known, starting with the headliner, Ryan Hurst as Kratos. I just about jumped out of my skin when they announced this one because it's a name I never even thought of to play Kratos. But as soon as they said his name, I'm like, yes, perfect. He's going to be a great Kratos. I can't wait for it. Amongst one of the newer ones, Olfur Dari Olfason from Severance is going to be Thor. Again, not a name I ever would have thought of, but when you think about the manifestation of Thor in the video game, this guy's perfect for that iteration of Thor. He's perfect with it. Here's the funny thing. Thor in the video game was actually modeled and voiced by Ryan Hurst. He did Thor in the video game, but to actually physically play him, I think Olfason is the better choice. I think he's going to be great in that. He looks perfect for it. Really like it. All right. One we already knew, which I also think was a great casting, is Teresa Palmer as Sif, Thor's wife. She's fantastic. I'm not really sure why she hasn't blown up to be a bigger star. She's shown in movies like Warm Bodies and others that she's really very talented. Anyway, so I was really excited to see that. We got Max Parker is going to be Heimdall, who is a fun, wonderful, terrifying character in the games. So that's one of the new ones that we've got. And here's one of the next big ones. Mandy Patinkin. Waiting for him to say, hello, my name is Thor Odin's son. You killed my father. Prepare to die. Of course, he's going to be playing Odin. That's one of the big things that we've got coming out of here. Mandy Patinkin is going to be Odin, taking over from, I keep forgetting the actor's name from West Wing, Schiff. Richard Schiff, who modeled and voice acted Odin in the video game. I thought they kind of could have just gone back and gotten him to do it, but getting Mandy is a great casting in and of itself, all by itself. Rob, this game being turned into a series is brilliant. Getting the world's greatest showrunner, Ronald D. Moore, in to run it is a stroke of pure luck and pure genius. And I think the casting has been bullseye, absolute bullseye across the board. None of that automatically means the show's going to be great. We're not suggesting that, but this is all very good signs, and I love what I'm seeing so far. Rob, what do you think about the casting we've been getting here for God of War?
Oh, dude, just like you. I mean, people forget that Ron Moore, Battlestar Galactica was his, and a lot of people were, you can't gender swap Starbuck. And Katie Sackhoff, what a find she was. And Outlander, that's another Ron Moore show. Casting with that is great. For All Mankind, I think that they've been bang on with that casting, and that's a show that they've had to cast new people every season. They've got some great new additions in season 5. Ron Moore knows casting. And to see the fact that nobody, people weren't thinking in these kind of terms in terms of Kratos and Thor. And like you pointed out, how great are they? You're like, of course. But nobody thought they were there. If you were thinking about Kratos, I don't think anyone ever mentioned Ryan
Hurst. No, we never did.
No. And the fact that everybody loves these casting choices shows how on top of this Ron Moore and his compatriots really are. So pretty exciting.
And it's just too, just that right down to its core, the nature of the narrative of those two, Norse era games are so good and so rich. And if they can really get down to it and make it a story about a father and a son with this incredibly rich surrounding. And again, I think getting Mandy Patinkin in here to play Odin. Again, Richard Schiff would have been great too. I would have been all on board with them just bringing back in Richard Schiff to play him. But getting Mandy Patinkin has been great. I always loved the Teresa Palmer casting. I think she's going to be fantastic in this. Dude, I literally right now, my mouth is salivating. I'm so excited for this show. I cannot wait for this thing to hit us. Anyway, guys, question is for you. What do you think about this? More and more casting. We got most of the major characters now rounded out here for God of War. I love the selections they've been making. However you're feeling about it, guys, jump down to the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Make sure you like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget, we have a daily podcast called the John Campea Show podcast, available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcasting app of choice. Go and subscribe to it today so it'll be there when you need it.